Everybody knows that knowledge is power, and at times like these, who couldn't use a little more power? Power over your life, power to connect, power to be part of a solution, and power to be part of a community bigger than yourself. So much information can be overwhelming. The information you need is out there, hidden in plain sight. Knowing which information is important is what turns knowledge into power. Take a look at the news or in the paper. Some people can only see problem after problem, where others see opportunities. The truth is that problems create opportunity. Creativity and innovation happen when there's a problem to solve. Just ask Bill Knight, founder of Nike, about what running shoes were like when he first ran track in the 1950s. And when the personal computer became a household item, Michael Dell found a way to make it cheaper and more accessible for more people. What about the way we listen to music or watch movies? It changes almost from year to year. This just proves it's always a good time to be an entrepreneur. There's always a demand to fill. What if you could be the first to see it? The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. Let's take a look at what people are talking about right now. What's on everyone's mind? Health, for one, and another big one is the economy. Let's take a look at health. We live in a fast-paced, high-stress world, and a lot of us just aren't feeling as healthy or as energetic as we would like. On top of that, we're bombarded with news reports on health issues that affect all of us to one degree or another, whether it's our own health or that of someone we know. More than a third of the most prevalent health concerns are linked to poor habits, with more than 80% of us lacking proper servings of fruits and vegetables. While that may sound scary on one hand, we could also look at it as empowering. Just with healthy habits, we can steer clear of some of the biggest health risks and live longer, more energetic lives. But here's our obstacle. We're busy. We don't have time. Home-cooked meals aren't happening. Drive-through food is. Most of us are drawn to it for its ease and convenience. We often just grab something and go. In fact, that's what we do about a quarter of the time. We might even tell ourselves that the dollar menu is cheaper than eating at home anyway. But is it really? You might be surprised that we're spending close to $2,500 per family of four each year on fast food. That's more than we spend on movies, books, magazines, newspapers, and music combined. Isn't it shocking that with all the health concerns we have, we're so willing to make unhealthy choices, and we're willing to spend that kind of money on unhealthy habits in this economy? Here are the facts. For every job out there, 5 or more people apply for it. The true unemployment rate, when we count those who are underemployed, is well into the double digits. Right now, nearly a quarter of homes are going into foreclosure. Tens of millions of people in North America admit to not paying all of their bills on time. These numbers show that things are tight for most of us. We have less discretionary income than we did 5 years ago. But you know what? When times get tough, people dig deep, innovate, tap into their own personal power. Did you know that GE, IBM, and FedEx all started during economic downturns? They knew they had something new, something innovative, something that people needed, and they didn't wait. They also knew that the crisis they were in created their opportunity, and they had to strike while the iron was hot. Not only that, but they proved that the problem you're looking at can become the solution. Right now, home-based businesses are hot. In fact, more than half of all businesses are based out of someone's home. Think about it. Most businesses are small businesses. Over 175,000 people in the U.S. start home-based businesses every week. Globally, that number is almost 500,000. There's power in starting a home-based business. It's the power that comes from taking your future into your own hands, from doing what you want to do. For most people, it's not even about the money, although that is one of the benefits. In fact, less than half of the people do it for the money. 78% start a business to have more power over their lives. It's just not in our nature to work for someone else. That's why people live for Friday. That's the day when they're on the brink of being in control again. What would you do with a little more control? Spend more time with your family? Take a vacation? Pursue your dreams? Remember when I said knowledge is power? Here's a little bit of power for you. Whenever the economy is down, home-based businesses go up. Take a look at Ford Motor Company, Hershey's, Apple, or even Google. All of these companies started in someone's home and during a down economy. The question that you have to ask is, how do you know which home-based business to choose? Well, I can tell you what I'd look for. I'd look for a business that pays me what I'm worth. I'd want a company backed with real expertise. You know, run by people who know what they're doing. And I'd look for one with an innovative product line that really fills a need. So let me tell you about SoZolife, the Coffeeberry company. What's Coffeeberry? It's an incredible superfood made from whole coffee fruit, a fruit that's been hiding in plain sight for centuries. Did you even know that the coffee plant had a berry? Well, the coffee bean grows inside of a delicious red fruit that contains more nutrients than you can imagine. Coffeeberry is not just the mashed up fruit of the coffee plant. Coffeeberry is the trademarked name of the antioxidant-rich, nutrient-laden extract produced from the whole coffee fruit through a proprietary process. It is the key ingredient in every SoZo product. Coffeeberry is packed with antioxidants. How much? Well, let's compare. Look at ORAC units. That's the way we measure the antioxidant capacity of food. Coffeeberry blows our best loved fruits away. Let's take a look. At 24 units, blueberries have almost twice the ORAC units of other fruits. But Coffeeberry has 15,000 ORAC units. That's 625 times the antioxidant activity of the blueberry. Can you believe a fruit with such potential was right in front of our eyes and nobody saw it? Well, nobody except the people who harvest coffee beans. They've known for centuries how delicious whole coffee fruit is. But this fruit that's so loaded with nutrients is also extremely perishable. That means that in order to take advantage of the nutrients, it has to be stabilized within hours of its harvest. It took 7 years to perfect a process to stabilize the fruit, to get it to a form that everyone can enjoy. Years of researching just to know how to cultivate, process, and deliver all of the goodness of whole coffee fruit in the scientifically validated, standardized product, Coffeeberry. That process is protected by 3 patents, and SoZo has the exclusive rights to Coffeeberry in this industry. That means that no one else can do what SoZo does. And what exactly does SoZo do? Well, 1 3-ounce serving of SoZo has the approximate antioxidant power of 21 servings of fruits and vegetables. That means 1 of these little shots of SoZo is like eating all of these. It's unlike anything else on the market. You drink it, it tastes good, and it makes you feel good because it's better for you than any other healthy beverage out there. SoZo's main ingredient, Coffeeberry, combines with other powerful fruit and vegetable extracts that work synergistically to make it a healthy supplement unlike any other. The fact that we have a high ORAC score wasn't enough. We wanted to know exactly what happens in the human body when a person drinks SoZo. So we hired an independent company to conduct a double-blind human clinical study, an effort not many companies are willing to make. The study subjects came in fasting and had their blood drawn. Then some were given 3 ounces of SoZo, others a placebo juice. Then every half hour for 4 hours their blood was drawn again. We got some pretty exciting results. In the 5 biomarkers, the indicators in your blood that show what's happening in your body, we saw statistically significant improvements in the SoZo group, sometimes as high as 40%. Is it any wonder that the name SoZo is the Greek word for health, rejuvenation, and healing? So don't just take our word for it. SoZo is the one functional beverage that has proven just how it functions in the body. The time for the functional beverage industry is now. Each year, millions commit to living a healthier lifestyle, and it shows. Soft drink sales are decreasing and functional beverage sales are increasing. People want something that's good for them and that tastes great. SoZo products are both, and that's what makes them perfect for your home-based business. Look at the demand right now for functional beverages, drinks that offer some sort of health benefit. Back in 2007, the market was just more than $9 billion a year. And by 2014, it's projected to hit $49.9 billion. How's that for growth? Imagine where this company is going. How much of that $50 billion are you going to make happen? How much of it do you want to bring home? You'll want to make sure you're aligned with the right people. Expertise is something that a lot of people overlook when choosing a home-based business. SoZo has an incredible executive team. SoZo President Mark Adams is a guy who knows how to build a business from the ground up. He's founded 7 of them, and they've all done well enough to earn Mark the title of Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year in Texas. He's achieved outstanding success managing a $200 million global business. Larry Cantrell is SoZo's chairman and CEO. He's been part of the direct selling industry for over 22 years and has been involved with the development of more than 50 nutritional products. He's been a successful distributor. He's also held several different executive level positions with network marketing companies and has now founded 2 of his own. Brian Thayer is SoZo's Chief Marketing Officer. His expertise is extensive. He's been a successful distributor and he's built his own multi-million-dollar media business from the ground up. He spent the last 20 years focusing on building brand imaging and creating marketing materials for other direct selling companies, and now uses his expertise exclusively with SoZo. When you put all of the SoZo executives together, you get more than a century of hands-on leadership in our industry. Imagine getting in on the ground floor of a new company whose leaders have the benefit of more than a century of experience behind them. So do you love what you do? Do you have total control over how many zeros are at the end of your paycheck? When was the last time you felt like you were in the right place at the right time? Now is the time to do something. It's really simple to get started with SoZo Life. Talk with the person who shared SoZo Life with you and ask them how. Remember, the power is yours.